So recently, I guess today, Shell got a message from one of her old friends who wanted Shell to do some artwork for her. And it's one of those where it's like, okay, yeah, you kind of have to expect that the older you get. But it's sad, because, like, I would prefer, you know, somebody to be like, yo, Wander, can we, like, hang out and talk? And, like, with YouTubers, it's kind of like professional friendships. You kind of have to expect most YouTubers that you know probably want to do a video with you just because, like, it's fun to play with other people, but it's also, like, good for your channel, and it's like, I don't want to ever come off as one of those, like, YouTubers or streamers that's like, hey, you know, Mr. 500,000 subscribers, let's do a thing together so that I can have a piece of that pie. Because, like, I know that's probably not how people see it, but that's how I see what I sound like, and I'm just like, I don't want to be that. It's scary. I gotta get some more coal. So we're gonna do a quick save right now. Actually, let's do a real save. We haven't saved in a while. Battle platform. Perfect. Because, yeah, a couple days ago, Price had said, like, hey, we should do something sometime. We'd already kind of had this conversation. But it was, like, much more specific of, like, you know, here's the game. And so we've kind of got a game, but we don't have a time. And I put the ball in his court because he's injured. And it's one of those where I'm like, I would do it, you know, 10 minutes from now if he just showed up and said, like, hey, let's play Saints Row. But because the ball's in his court, I'm just like, well, I don't want to, like, impose, so I'm just going to be like, alright, I'll just wait for him to be ready whenever that's going to be. And then I'm going to sit there awkwardly, kind of, like, waiting for the message being like, hey, let's play X game. It was easier to some degree when I was, when everybody was, like, small on YouTube. Because then, kind of the expectation there was like, well, everybody's tiny, so it doesn't even matter. But then, you know, the bigger you get, kind of the more expectations people have of, like, quality and whatnot. So it's like, yeah, I could bring on, like, a bunch of new people, and then they'd all quit next week. And that sucks. I hate that. I hate it when people quit on my channel. Or, not my channel, but, like, collab partners, like, disappear. I'm like, I liked you. You were fun. Okay, so the answer is battle platforms almost functional. We need more omnidirectional turrets with some range, and we need some more, like, complete coverage on the walls. Oh, I got this down. Let's see what turrets I can make. I mean, at the very least, battle platform seems very adept at keeping everything off me. Can I get a couple more? I can make a bunch of basic auto repair turrets now that I'm looking at it. So let's get like 2 more. These, oh, yeah, these laser cannons aren't immediately that helpful. So what I might do is extend that up a little bit, because it looks like the repair turrets will just repair anywhere. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'm gonna make one wooden platform so I can drop through. We're just gonna make the complete battle bus experience. Battle bus? Battle box experience, I think. There we go. So a little bit of extra defensive bonuses. Okay, so Battle Box worked flawlessly. And is very minimal on the power. We're gonna need... Oh. Question. Dead plants. Let's go this one. Okay, so it looks like this is good. We need coal. We need a lot of coal. Because effectively what I'm going to do is probably just build a bunch of heavy turrets. I think I'm gonna drain this section. We need more trees. We need a lot of trees. And I might as well take these back. So, this will give us at least some more space? Because, yeah, I could use this for more hydroelectric generation, but honestly, I could just look for thorium. Are the new repair bots wired? They're the ones that actually don't require any power, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I think I'm just going to turn this place into a place for trees. We've more or less got it. I just kind of want to fill some spots in. Let's see. Oh, we've actually had quite a lot of dirt that I could have potentially put in a long time ago. Not much. I don't know how to get more red dirt. Oh, and it looks like I can only put the red dirt in very specific spots. Okay. Because I pretty much can't put it up anywhere else. Okay. That's fine. I was just hoping for some more trees, but whatever. I kind of want to keep this place because it's a very good spot to farm some coral. But this way we won't flood out the right side. Or not the right side, the left side. And I'll be able to keep my trees here. Because we do actually have a number of trees. And these red ferns, which I should be collecting, because they're useful for a wide variety of other things. Why does it rain so much in this world? Because you burn water quick. Like, it has to rain this much, otherwise you're going to just live in dry lands. You know what I really want to play someday? Wow, that was a bit of a voice crack. I really want to play Rain World. But like a Rain World styled sandbox game. Because Rain World was much more about like, you know, getting from point A to point B. I want a game where you're kind of meant to stay there and you're constantly like looking for resources. Like, there's all of these survival sandbox games. And I feel like they always kind of miss the mark. They're, you know, they're supposed to be these like difficult survival simulator things. But they always have such a boring world. I've got a I guess let's go to the volcano, or see if we can head to the volcano. I've got a key for a game that we'll probably play immediately after this, called Outpost Zero, I think it is. Wow, yeah, we're about to actually flood up to our first sky island up here. That's great. Look at this. This whole area used to be dry as a bone. Fix that. But you need background to place foreground dirt, which might mean I could actually put some. They don't know what to do. This whole area. Oh, this is amazing. I wonder if there is actually a. I wonder if there is actually a evaporation layer for this. I don't know. Oh well, it's fine. I love Cataclysm DDA. It seemed like an interesting game. I never got the, well, no, I got access to it, but I didn't have the time, I think? No, I know what it is. I'm very picky about my visuals for games. I prefer kind of, like, bright and colorful and, like, pretty. And Cataclysm DDA, which admittedly is, you know, a very distinctly a, it's very distinctly like a just kind of grungy pixely game. Oh snaps, you have Outpost Zero, that's on your radar. Curious how the co-op works. Well, we can take a look at it in a little bit. But, I think the co-op works kind of like any other, co-op, the multiplayer, works like any other kind of open-world survival-y game. I think it's supposed to be kind of like, Rust or, Conan Exiles, where you've got a bunch of people on a server. But you can absolutely host your own local server and play with people. Okay, so I think this is basalt, but we need a powerful explosive to get over here. When was my last save? When was my last autosave? 9:50. That was a minute ago. Let's just load last instead of walking back, because yeah, there's nothing over there. Hanging air water basins for backup in case you need sudden water. The overflow could feed your dam. Huh. I could. We've even buried our own old spaceship. We are making water worlds. I will be Kevin Costner. The rocket's now underwater. It's pretty soon the Sky Islands will be underwater. I'm fine with this. I regret nothing. See, if someone made a game where you could pick between happy and grim setting and only change the look of the game, would you try both? Yeah, I would probably try both. I think it would be kind of fun. To see. I guess kind of in that vein, I know, what's it called? Satisfactory has a anti-arachnophobia setting, which I think is actually really, really, clever. Clever? Classy? I don't know. I hate spiders. I love how I put that there a long time ago so I can get up there if need be. Okay, so we probably actually want to fill this in. It looks like this is, flooding pretty quick. Oops. Let's wait. So looking forward to Satisfactory. I am too! Oh jeez. I actually want to play Factorio again. But I don't want to play Factorio alone. Yeah, even this area is flooding. It's beautiful. Okay. So I need to make explosives. Right, I left my crafting thing down here. Let's see. What do I need for boom? Titanium and sulfur. Okay, so yeah, we've gotta actually go check out this area. So might as well just do... We might as well do just that. But yeah, Satisfactory I think is going to be a good excuse to, you know, feed my Factorio addiction without just playing the same game again. Factorio isn't that bad alone. I've been playing it alone myself, sadly. I actually don't hate Factorio alone. It's just such a long thing. I find it's really fun as a YouTuber or a streamer to actually have some other people there. Because I was doing C Block alone, and it wasn't bad, but it was like I missed the ability to like delegate actions to other people. You know, hey, ooh, look at all that stuff down there. Yeah, there's something bouncing around. It probably hates my guts. But you know, we could kind of communicate and be like, yo, we need some more solar panels while I work on increasing the copper output and stuff like that. If you want 3D Factorio, you could try Fortress Craft Evolved. I always assumed that was like a PvP game. Yeah, do Factorio with subscribers, or maybe even viewers. We did that. It was called Mastorio, which was... Oh god, Mastorio was a weird experience. I actually wouldn't mind doing Mastorio again. We did Mastorio... hey, Titanium. Okay, so this shouldn't be too quick. So Fortress Craft is much more of a PvE game. Huh. Yeah, I didn't know. I just looked at it and I was like, well, that looks like a PvP game. Pass. But Mastorio was fun. It was a lot of... I think we had like 30-40 people running on it. The problem was, like, half of them were uncooperative and, like, destroying everything, and eventually I was just like, I don't know if I want to, like, be host to this. But, I mean, if people want me to do Mastorio on Sunday, or on Sundays, I could always just start forwarding that as an option. I think I still have my footage for that. Let's see. Would I ever go back to Oxygen Not Included? That is one of those that actually the easiest thing for me not Mastorio, Oxygen Not Included is actually waiting for the game to fully come out. I really like Oxygen Not Included, but the patches only add like a little bit. And so it's like I could play. Let's ping, see if we get a response. We don't. Okay. I could I could easily play, you know, oxygen not included with every patch. But, like, not enough changes to really hold my interest. Like, I don't really feel like playing through the very beginning again, without something special. Wait, it's not fully out yet? I don't think, Oxygen Not Included has had its full release. Oh. I need to panic. A little. Okay. I made a mistake. I should have been paying attention to the clock. Damn it. Alright, The jetpack makes me so slow. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Yeah, these buggers spit. Okay, we're good, we're good. Back into the safety box, I'm just gonna hang out here. But yeah, someday Oxygen Not Included will be fully out, and then I will play it. Plutonium. Rock emits a very powerful light. Wait, probably enough to power solar panels. You know, I totally forgot we have solar panels as an option as well. I probably could have actually made a ton of solar panels instead of, yeah. I really could have made a bunch of solar panels. Oh, but they don't produce power at nighttime. Okay, so what else do we need? Thorium? Yeah, we need a lot of stuff. So what can I make? Flamethrower, particle sniper rifle, and a particle shotgun. So, we have several particle emitters, but not the high-end ones that I'm looking for, necessarily. And yeah, it looks like there's a bunch of, there's like a whole nother layer underground that I gotta get to for half the goodies. I might actually want to, looking at the resources that I'm getting here, I'm actually probably going to want to pick up the whole battle platform and move it down. Like, all the way into the next layer. Instead of having to run up into the crystal layer, which is even helping me that much. Oh, but I don't have any copper. Oh, and I'm probably not going to have any copper. Well, options are I'll go get some more copper, get some more wire. Yeah, let's go get some copper. There's gotta be copper over here. I've barely even like scrabbled at half the available stuff in this zone. I mean, there's gold straight up right there. I mean, if I was looking for a sign to tell me go mine, young Fievel, here we are. Go mine. I just wish the jetpack would not reduce my lateral movement. It's kind of like if wings slowed you down in Terraria. I don't know if I would specifically I don't know if I'd want to use wings in that case. At least not until they actually got, like, good enough to kind of make up for it. The Oxygen Not Included, I think, is going to be one of those, like, mega series that I do when it's, like, completely done. Otherwise, I'm just going to, like, continuously kind of come back to it. And then, just get kind of grumpy at it. Like, RimWorld. Like, I still need to go back and finish that RimWorld series that I kind of started. Hopefully, I should still have my save file. Because I really did enjoy playing RimWorld. It was just also one of those where I was just like, bah, by the end of it. A lot of repetition, a lot of just waiting for more steel, because I couldn't dig anymore. Okay, there's... No, that's not some... That's some copper, good. That's actually a bunch. Yeah, because at this point, we don't really need, well, no, we do need more power generation. I just wait for 1.0 for RimWorld. Somebody was telling me the other day that it actually hit 1.0. But I could be wrong about that one. But yeah, I think RimWorld will also be one of those where I only play it at 1.0. I think just in general, I think that's going to be my policy now. Play it once in early access and play it once in early access and play it once in 1.0. And then otherwise just kind of leave it there, unless it's one of those games that I really, really enjoy. Oh, RimWorld is 1.0. Oh, 1.0 unstable. I could try that. I don't know. I might just wait for the stable release, because I think a lot of people are going to be looking for RimWorld specifically around 1.0, but a lot of people already, I don't know, whatever. Mainly just like I found out the other day, more or less, that if I wanna have my Darksiders series ready in time for Darksiders 3 to come out, it's like, oh no, I have to start booking it. This is otherwise I'm never gonna finish that series either. Oh, same thing with Kingdom Hearts. Like, this is the year of the prequel. Because we're starting to get a ton of these, like, kind of goofy sequels years late. So, Darksiders 3, Kingdom Hearts 3, I guess next year's Doom Eternal, and Wolfenstein 3, and, like, a couple other things, and it's just like, you know... I wanna actually be able to cover the sequel games if I can. What am I gonna do Outpost Zero? I think I was just gonna go until I could get, like, 1 or 2 weapon upgrades here. And then I was going to, probably switch. I was kinda hoping I'd beat this tonight, but I think we're still, 1 or 2 more sessions away from beating this game. I might just, like, really gun for it tomorrow. I remember those things were the worst I had to deal with. Is this more copper? Yes. Copper is almost more important than gold. See, how did Wolfenstein make a comeback? That was such a weird thing, right? It's not exactly that Wolfenstein made a comeback, it's that Bethesda more or less bankrolled ID and said, make your games and make them good. And ID was like, sure. And that's pretty much it. Like, it is weird, but it's not actually that surprising. Effectively, Bethesda was rolling in so much dough, they could actually bankroll a number of these, like, great old studios that had great old IPs. And, you know, some new studios that also have great IPs and whatnot. Like, I really like what Arcane Studios has been doing. Honestly, more than ID to some degree. But that's just because, like, Dishonored is really, really cool. And, I really liked Prey. Prey was one of my favorite games of last year. And I was really happy with Mooncrash. A lot of people are mad at Mooncrash, but I liked it. And it turns out if you give a good dev money, they can make a good game. I think, a lot of, like, the old devs got kind of, or kind of a bad rap, because you had a bunch of games like, Duke Nukem Forever, kind of taking the spotlight. And being like, yeah, okay, a lot of these old dogs can't learn new tricks. And they're just gonna make bad games. Kerbal Dirt Program. Oh my god, that's an amazing description of this game. Speaking of, I should play Kerbal at some point. I've never done it before. Duke Nukem Forever was a bad game. Yep. I'm so glad I bought it for $2. I knew people that bought the, like... They had, like, a collector's edition or something. Like, they had, like, a more expensive Duke Nukem Forever for whatever reason. And I have no idea why. Anybody would have bought that. Okay, so I'm probably just gonna make the wire and run it down. That was less wire than I was hoping it would be. Oh well. Okay. So yeah, we got some stuff to look for. That's got to be the glow rock I need to look out for. In fact, looks like we've... Oh, gotta turn this back on. Looks like we've found a number of the resources I should be looking for, period. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if and when I'll play Kerbal Space Program. That would almost be like a perfect game to play, like kind of a space race with my friends. Effectively, we say go, you know, 3, 2, 1, go, and then all of us try and make like an adequate space base. Or not space base, but like rocket, and the first to make it to space wins. And then we'll do a couple of races like that, and then after a while it's to the moon. That'd be really cool, actually. I would enjoy that. I was really excited for the multiplayer mod for Kerbal, but turns out it's a scam. Yeah, first to the moon wins. Yup. Or is it the mun? This is why I need to get some better weapons. Unfortunately, I'm still rocking the 2 tiers previous weaponry, which is not doing me a whole lot of favors here. Multiplayer mod's a scam. If I remember right, it was riddled with viruses, which is not great. You don't want a multiplayer mod that just gives you terrible viruses and so on and so forth. Okay, so I can almost get the... I don't want the particle sniper rifle though. I want the small particle emitter. Actually, what I could do, take the dirt, move the dirt over. It's probably too late for this though. Yeah, no, that's too late. I was gonna actually put down a bunch of dirt down here, but I don't think I can do that. It's actually not uncommon for effectively, I'm gonna say, fake developers to crop up for various things. So this is a problem specifically back in... This is a problem very specifically back in... I want to say the 2000s, but a lot of developers would come out with fake emulators. It's actually still not uncommon for developers to come out with fake emulators. And more or less kind of be like, this is the Nintendo Switch emulator. And usually what it is half the time they're actually stolen assets, kind of. So specifically, there is actually a Nintendo Switch emulator that's being produced right now, and it's actually not half bad. Like they're making some serious headway on it, but it barely can even launch a game. Period. And so so what happened recently that I saw was a different team effectively released their own Nintendo Switch emulator and, like, more or less pretended that it could run everything perfectly. What it actually did was it stole a bunch of code from the previous Nintendo Switch emulator and effectively they pretended like, yeah, this is you know, fully functional, and you can launch the game, or you can launch the program. But all that it does is gives you spyware and then crashes whenever you try and launch the game. And by the way, you have to pay for it too. It's like $5-10 or something like that. You know, something that somebody would be willing to toss just a little bit of money that way. And it's just the shittiest thing to do to anybody. And of course, you know, they're not easy to find on the internet, so they can just kind of hide and, you know, just crappy situation all around. But I hate people. People are dicks. Yeah, people like to cheat and steal. If they perceive it as if they can come up with a situation where they won't get punished for being awful. So specifically, I guess not exactly specifically, but I got an email today from YouTube, more or less being like, "Hey, we've given you access to our new copyright tool. There are videos awaiting your perusal. Effectively, you know, make sure that all of your videos are squared away." I am losing my voice here. Okay. 1 second, I'm going to choke for a bit.